When God shows up in the Bible, how do we understand him? One of the most important questions to ask when reading the Bible is, what does this tell me about God? For our spiritual growth, we're drawn to our Creator and should earnestly seek after him. A major part of that is pursuing knowledge of him, for which the Bible is our primary and most fruitful resource. The Bible has many names for God. He's often called Father, he's called Creator. In specific instances, he's identified as Son or as Spirit. He is Lord, King, Savior, Healer, Shepherd. The list goes on. It's also quite possible there was a time when he did not have a name, or at least that his name was unknown. He was simply known as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Then, as a voice from a burning bush, God revealed himself as I am that I am, or as I am. And he did so in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14. That's probably the most recognized translation of that phrase, of which there are quite a few. Another popular one would be, I will be what I will be. This name is known as God's personal identification. It is the name Yahweh, which may be familiar to you. The exact meaning of the name Yahweh is debated, having different glosses on the idea of his existence or of his ability to bring about existence. Even in the revelation of his name, he provides us with the mystery of his being and character. The names of God, whether we use God, Father, Yahweh, or something else, help us in relating to him. The problem is these names fall short. Names are inherently limited in their capacity. To name something means to put it within the realm of language, and as soon as it is within the realm of language, it is being confined to human understanding. Language is limited. Language precedes the ability to think. Therefore, any name we come up with is inherently flawed and incomplete. We are creatures, made as part of all the created world. Our language can only go as far as the created world. Therefore, our limited language only allows us to name things within the limits of the created world. As a result, we cannot name God because he is creator and exists outside the bounds of creation. No name can adequately describe him. I want to extend this to the act of love. God's love for us is indescribable, since it emanates from an indescribable being. We can use language to describe this love, but no part of language can do it justice. On the other hand, our love is very describable. Even if the love that we give to another person is still beyond language, we can get much closer to describing that than we can to describing God's love. So, whenever you hear someone say in a movie or in real life the words cannot describe my love for you to a romantic partner, you can know that that's probably not true. In fact, it's much easier to put to words than you think. It'll probably include some words you don't want to hear, like vulgar, mundane, or ordinary. So now, if someone ever tells you they can't describe their love for you, you can look them dead in the eye and tell them they are wrong and they are just being lazy. You probably shouldn't do that. But the point is, we are much more capable of describing human love than we may admit. It may take an extensive vocabulary and high intellect, maybe one greater than Shakespeare or some other capable person, but it's probably possible. And this takes me back to God's love, that it will never be possible to describe his love for us, just like it will never be possible to describe or name him.